Happy New Year, everyone. I know it's been a while. As far as the New Year's goes, there's a lot of people that are like, not going to make New Year's resolutions because, what's the purpose? A lot of people do use that as a starting point. It's a new year, with the past behind me, blah, blah, blah. I say, whatever works for you. Uh, Initially, I say it doesn't matter that it's a new year. It doesn't matter when, what, where, how. If you're going to do something, if you're going to start doing something, you just start doing it. You have to make a change. But, we're human. I did the same thing. I've been prepping for a little over a week now. Not where I want it to be, but uh, I'm a long ways from all my goals. Made a lot of progress, but in the grand scheme of things, long ways away. So, definitely use the new year as a jumping point. Uh, I committed to, here it is, 10 minutes till 11, New Year's Day, and I said I gotta do this video. Um, I will probably share some of the stuff I've done. I feel like I'm crazy sometimes. I'm one of those that ready, aim, ready, aim, ready, aim. You get ready, and you never fire. There's a book out there called Ready, Fire, Aim. Uh, Someone else I know, I didn't read the book, this particular one. I read that one, Ready, Aim, Fire. Ready, Fire, Aim. Uh, Another one, Chris Christos put out a book. I just butchered his last name, but I believe it's called Start Ugly. The idea is, we get stuck on where to start on whatever we're doing, and we make excuses. If you're like me, I find busy work. I do things to keep me busy, and that's my excuse of not doing the hard stuff. The whatever it is, it's usually how do we start? Where do we start? And you just have to start. You just have to get started. Up here what you want to do, whether it's you know, uh, losing weight, doing work around the house, finding a new job, building a business, whatever it is. I see so many people that they get stuck, and I'm stuck. I feel like I have this mountain in front of me, but if I could just once I get going, I'll build the strength and the stamina, and I'll just be able to keep climbing. It'll be easier and easier. Just like anything else you do with practice and repetition and consistency, it gets easier, whatever it is. It's just, how do we push? And you hear, there's all these quotes and there's books on everything, right? How many days it takes to form a habit, how many days it takes to change a habit. I've tried all that stuff, and I go back to my old habits all the time. I have changed some habits, I've made some new habits, but it just seems like, and I try to appreciate where I've come from and what I've accomplished, but I'm trying not to, I don't want to stay there. So I'm trying to reach for more. So this year, I'm saying it again. I feel like until I do this or attempt it, that's where I'm stuck. It's like Groundhog Day. So I I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go. This has been a struggle for me for years. It's been in my head. I'm going to share my story, but I'm going to share it in different places because for me it's happiness, health, and prosperity. And I know for me, I like to get specific, so I can't do that all in one place. So that's part of been my struggle. I have a group for health. I'm going to share. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I hit 245 pounds. It's the most that I've weighed since I lost all my weight. It's awful, and I'm not doing it. Ran 3 miles today. Went on a small fast. I had one shake, cup of tea, cup of coffee, and I just had a boiled egg a little while ago because I'm starting to feel a little lightheaded. But it's 24 hours without eating shouldn't be that hard. Just trying to clean the system out a little bit. And I've tried to do that for the past several months, but I make it till 2 or 3 o'clock. I mess it up. But today I stuck to it. I almost gave in. But we all make these resolutions, we make these new plans, and then they fall off. I honestly, I'm just going to share my story. I know that other people's stories help inspire other people. I know other people go through the same thing I do. I'm just going to share how I've overcome some of my obstacles and how I'm going to overcome some of them going forward. Uh, it hasn't started. The year hasn't started off good. You know, some people mad, some people sad. I I'm different. I have a different philosophy and view on life. I don't always go into great detail with people, but it is what it is, and I'll share it going forward. And hopefully you'll get to know me better, and hopefully it'll help you out and give you a different perspective on on things. And who knows, maybe we share the same ideas. You're just like me, and you don't share them. Life is I'm calling it Project 2020 Life. It hit me the other night. I'm like, well, 2020, say hindsight's 2020, right? Well, what if we can, using our hindsight, meaning the things that happen to us, but if we learn from it, it's 2020. How can we use that to get better vision going forward so we don't have to make as many mistakes? They're going to happen. Mistakes are going to happen. It's just, it's that's life. So, I reached this past year. It was, I mean, I call it what it is. It was depression. I wasn't sad, and I wasn't like, but I spent a lot of time sleeping. Took a lot of naps. I did what I needed to do. I took care of my house. This was the first full year of being an entrepreneur and being on my own with business. Uh, so yeah, there was a time. And again, it wasn't dark, it wasn't sad, but I was just like, I'm not afraid of death. I have a different philosophy on death than a lot of people. A lot of people do share my sentiments on death. It's just a transition. You just go on to the other side. It's anyway. There was a point where I didn't consider taking my life, but I was like, I'm done. I'm sure some people would miss me, but the kids are out of the house. Nobody's relying on me. Uh, I was I sat on that for a few days, and it was it was interesting because this past year I also reconnected with my oldest daughter, who's had some issues, and I didn't understand them. That was kind of what caused the distance, but uh, we spent a few days together, and we had some of the same outlooks. I won't go into detail, but she, bless her heart, we definitely agreed on a lot of things. So, but I made a decision. Uh, I feel like I'm here for a reason. I made a choice to be here in life. Uh, and I don't, I made the choice to stay. Obviously, I'm still here. I don't think I would purposely take my own life. Um, So I'm like, well, since I'm here, I need to figure out what my purpose is and why, and fulfill it. Because I'm not here just to be. I don't think. I know I want more. I believe that when you have these thoughts, these ideas, these wants, these desires, and they're at a core level where they keep coming up, that's that's kind of your purpose. That's what you need to follow. So, um, without going without going too deep and analytical, I've I'm happiness, health, and prosperity. I'm happy. I'm a happy person. We all have a different definition for happiness and where it comes from. Uh, I guess it would be safer to say that I'm not a sad person. Uh, I know I did. I found some things that make me very happy. Had some clarity today. Gain clarity often. It's not. I heard the saying. It's not conclusion. We shouldn't look for conclusions or answers or an ending. We should look for more clarity. And ever since hearing that, that's what I don't look for a conclusion to something. I look for clarity for myself, and I've found some of that. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. 2020. Um, I have made a conscious effort to start making a difference in my life, whether it's this decade, the new year, whatever you want to call it. I use that as a launching point. Um, I'm a very visual person that I will share with you that things I need to keep me going. I just a lot of people don't understand me. A lot of people uh, I don't understand myself sometimes, but I have some really big goals and desires. I still have things that are not clear to me, but I'll share them with you going forward. Hopefully, if you have goals that you've made, there's one rule that I try to go by: set a goal, make a plan, do it, take the action, check your results, and then adjust, and then do it again. Plan, do, check, adjust. So there are so many different compartments, different segments that I want to do. It's like I get overwhelmed, so I don't do it. And uh, you just got to start moving forward. So whatever you have that you're going to do, I wish you the most success, and hopefully, I might be able to give you some clarity on your path. Happy New Year.